First Alert Chief Meteorologist Brian Schofield. Well, I'm glad those folks got in before this wind picked up, because it would not be nice to have all that dust in your chicken sandwich.
That, right? And tents everywhere. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, take a look at this. These are some dangerous gusts out there for you folks. Just kind of stay and let this all pass. Peak gusts here within the next couple of hours, and then we'll be slowly tapering them off, but they won't be over for tonight, I assure you of that. Either way, look at that, almost 70 miles per hour Red Rock Canyon. That's just an enormous number. Our peak gusts for the month have never achieved beyond 82 miles per hour, I believe. So that's just a big number right there, no matter what month it is. Henderson 61, Southern Highlands, where Dan Bronis was practically blown off chart, and you even saw a sign on its side there in that live shot, 61 mile per hour gust there. Summerlin 60, Boulder City, you jumped up a notch to 59 mile per hour gust. North Las Vegas 54. So area wide, blowing dust, tree, roof damage. Keep that in mind with strong crosswinds as well for high profile vehicles if you're going up through canyons or passes or just really anywhere. Air quality forecast. Now this might seem a little crazy that it's not higher than this right now, but this is the forecast right now and tomorrow. We're talking moderate levels. Still, I think for sensitive groups, it's probably somewhat unhealthy. Keep that in mind and just kind of stay indoors, let this pass first, because that's just some dusty air right there. Now we promised you some 80s as well, and most areas have already hit the 80s. The numbers will continue to come down tonight because once this cold front comes through, right now we're getting a southwesterly flow, we'll get a northwesterly flow, and these numbers will drop dramatically for tonight. You'll say, hey, there's a big cool down on the way, and here it comes. Unfortunately, we couldn't get that rain in a little early from that, so we'd love to get that rain in to help settle some of the dust across the valley, but that's just not to be. Either way, as it swings through, we might actually pull out a shower. Chances are still not that great. Expect to have more wind for tonight, but they'll drop down to maybe the 40 mile per hour mark for most areas, especially overnight and into tomorrow. Friday, we're talking not high wind warning, which there is in effect till 11 tonight, but we will be talking mostly wind advisory level winds, and that's still strong enough to blow around dust and sand. Keep that in mind. But winds out of the northwest for tonight, they're shifting 20, 30 miles per hour with gusts to 40 in the overnight hours. So for tomorrow, still gusty at times, still thinking peak gusts maybe closer to 35, 40 as opposed to 50 to 60 to even nearly 70 miles per hour. Once again, that northwesterly flow continues, and then it continues to taper off through Friday and through the start of the weekend. Here's the way the weekend is looking. Still looking decent, but we have a breezy to maybe borderline gusty start to it. So still windy for tomorrow, windy for tonight. I'm hearing about a lot of delays in flights, and they may get delayed a second time too if these gusts stick to a certain level. The airlines will have to decide what that level is. Overnight lows in the 50s. Notice they stay about the same. It's afternoon highs that drop down for tomorrow, northwesterly flow, cold northerly flow, and then they come back up again for the weekend. Decent weekend on tap. Early next week, we grab some more breezes, and notice the temperatures. Once again, we see them rebound, which we actually should this time of year. It'll be a little above normal there, but you can see more 80s than anything else. So if we can be lucky enough to pull out a shower tonight, that'll be something to help settle the dust. But in the meantime, there'll be so much of it around, and it lasts through Friday, maybe a little start of the weekend before it's all said and done. All right, back to you, Carla.
All right.